Good morning, Mr. Mahalalel.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How about you? Nice. Today very early, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yes, you have a very unique name, Mahalalel. And what's your last name again? I'm sorry.
Last name
Hmm.
Villalta.
Villalta. Okay, Mahalalel Villalta. Yes. Yeah.
Yes,
So this is like is this name is coming from the Bible, right?
that's right.
That's right. Yeah.
That's right.
I hadn't heard that before, like with another person. Yes, but this is very unique. And how about, for example, when you need to give your name, and do people ask you to spell it? And what's your name? Oh, my name is
It's
Mahalalel. Do they ask you to spell it,
yes,
or have you had like?
yes.
Mhm.
No, many is normal that people say how to spell it, and then I show them my DUI or I say letter by letter. Right?
Okay, letter by letter. Okay, yes, and for example,
Yes,
like, have you had any situation like they misspell your name, like they wrote it in an incorrect way? I think that's very common, right?
yes. It's very common. It's
Yeah,
very common.
it's like one day I
This is
yes.
This is the problem about my name. Is like uh, it's like a stranger, and then many people like how you said. Then I need to spell or like I said, show them my my DUI.
You're doing, yes. It's like, for
Mm,
example,
mhm,
one day I used to go to places to give some classes, and the company used to give me the travel expenses, right? They used to give me for the
mhm,
gasoline, but at the gas station we needed to ask for créditos fiscales, right? We needed to ask, and they told me,
mhm.
and what's the name of your company? And I say, oh, it's Speak. And then, but I said it in that way, right? I didn't like check, but then I realized that it was written exactly the way that you hear, like as speak, and with yeah, and then I said,
Okay.
and then I
And
realized, and I
for
said, oh
credit
my, yeah.
for
Hmm.
yes, for credit fiscal, for créditos fiscales,
Hmm.
uh, it's not useful if somebody writing wrong way, right?
The grown way, and I was like, oh my God, I saw it was my mistake because I didn't like spell it for the gas station salesperson. He wrote it like this: speak, like ESPI, like C, speak. And I said, ouch, that was my mistake. Sorry. And I tell him, no, it's not in this way. But anyway, it's okay. You already did it, so I think there's no way for you to print it again. So that was my mistake. Spelling. Yes, but yes, yours is very unique. You looks like this kind of like Arabic names, right? Mahalalel. This
Yes,
I was talking to
is
uh-huh.
yes. My father chose the name because he read the name in the Bible, but this name is from Medio Oriente, then maybe Arabic, maybe
The Middle
Israel.
East.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yes.
Hmm.
I was talking to an Arabian person, and he told me, yeah, if you want to learn Arabic, and I said, yeah, sounds interesting. And he said, well, you only need to pronounce and intonate like, and he said, that's all you need to do, really. Yes, yes. Ma ha 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 ha. The intonation must be ha. Everything is very simple, he said. It's just the ha that you need to pronounce. And he sounded very strange. Have you traveled to any other country, Mel? Like, have you gone to any other culture? Have you
Only,
experienced
only.
another
Mhm.
culture?
No, not yet. Only Guatemala. Guatemala is like the same. It's similar.
It's
Not the same,
similar.
but
It's
similar.
similar, but there are some differences between Guatemala and El Salvador. We have some differences.
Hmm.
Like people, yeah, we speak Spanish, but they speak in a different way. I don't know if
Different
you
intonation. Or,
different intonation, and sometimes it's like
mhm.
they don't. Sometimes the words are not well articulated, like they don't open the mouth to say something. It's like one day there were some guys selling some pineapples here in San Salvador. They were in a pickup selling pineapples, and they're really good pineapples. And the guy said, "Oh, sorry for the Spanish." He said, "¿Vos querés comprar piñas?" And he didn't open the mouth. And I said, and a lady told me, they don't sound like from El Salvador. And she said, they might be from, I don't know, from Chalatenango or from Aguachapan or somewhere like that. And I said, no, I think they're not from El Salvador. I think they're from Guatemala. And she said, excuse me, are you from Chalatenango? And they said, no, we are from Guatemala. Oh, okay, okay. Yes. The intonation that they have is different. It's like the Honduran people.
Yes.
We have the same language but different intonation. And how about Nicaragua? I haven't heard someone from Nicaragua, or maybe, but I don't remember. But just Honduras and Guatemala. How about the food? Did you
Yeah.
feel any difference, or is it the same?
Uh, any difference? Guatemala?
Hmm.
Mm, no, no. When I travel to Guatemala, we visit some restaurant, but uh, almost the same. I know that in their culture they love to atol
And they
in
eat a
the
lot of
afternoon.
black beans.
Atoles.
And they have black beans. I don't know why, but
Yes.
they don't like
Mhm.
the common red beans that we have. Is everything is black beans. That's what they have. Good morning, Connie.
Okay.
Morning.
Good morning. And and there's something, for example, they have a kind of tamales, but nothing compared with the ones that we have. Yes, and it's just, I don't know. It depends. It's the different way that someone cooks. It's like last time I was like how can I tell you? I was like really interested on trying something else, something different. And we went to a restaurant, and they said, hey, we have the original, what is it, baleadas from Honduras. We have the original ones, like if you are in Honduras. And it's okay,
Mm.
bring me some of those. I would like to try them. But at the end, it was just it was a tortilla, like a kind of taco. No, it was
Yes.
like it was
Tortilla.
it was like a kind of a quesadilla, like Mexican quesadilla, but it was just beans and eggs, and that's it. That was
Simple.
it. Simple. That was very
Different.
simple. And I tried it, but I said, but this is eggs with beans and a tortilla. That's what I eat every day for breakfast and dinner. And but they told me
Mhm.
those are baleadas. I was expecting something else, but then no, nothing. Oh, I don't know. Maybe, right? Maybe I haven't tried the original ones. That could be. you know, something to take
Right.
into account. How about you, Connie?
When I
Uh-huh.
tried the
Uh-huh.
same.
Yeah, go ahead.
When I tried baleadas, the same. Only tortilla. Mhm.
Yeah, I was really expecting something else, but it was just eggs with beans, and that was it, and a tortilla, and that was it. And I was, expecting
Right.
something else, and I said, this is what I eat every day for breakfast and dinner. But yes, or maybe we need to
Mhm.
try the originals, the originals, because I don't know about the originals. And Connie, how about you? Have you tried something like from any other country that didn't meet your expectations? Connie, could you listen? Okay, good. Good morning, Noel, Melissa.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay,
I'm here.
okay, good.
Good
Hi,
morning.
good morning. What's something that you really like, Connie? Like eating something
Uh,
from local or from other place?
well, we went to once. We went to um, Costa Rica and
Mm-hmm.
we tried the casado.
Casado. Okay. What
Uh-huh.
is that? What is that about?
That is rice in in the bottom. They put egg, meat, um, like plantain, like everything in one meal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like his principal food, but regular food,
Okay.
like house made food.
Is it
So
like
I love it. I like it.
you liked it, or is it like, for
Yes,
example, they have a common, they call it gallo
and it's
pinto.
for breakfast.
Is it the same like the gallo pinto that they have?
It could be.
Gallo pinto is basically rice with beans and some other combinations. It's like kind
And
of sim
eggs.
kind of similar like the casamiento that we have, but they have other
Uh-huh.
ingredients. They have other ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, maybe
Over there they call it casado.
casado. Okay, all right.
Mhm.
Was it good or the same taste?
Mama, mama. No, I don't. I don't remember exactly, but I remember that I love it.
Okay, that's the only thing that matters. Good. Noe, how about you? Have you tried something from any other country that you really liked?
Mm, no, teacher. Well, I taste Indian food,
Okay, how does it taste?
and the flavor is stronger, but it's very good.
When you say
I like it.
stronger, what do you mean about the stronger? A lot of ingredients, condiments, or spicy, or what is it?
Uh, for the spicy and the condiment,
Okay,
the
all
food,
right.
the Indian food is very stronger with the ingredients. Uh,
Ingredients
I don't know why. Maybe
mhm.
the spicy and the condiment.
And what did you try that at? Did you go to India?
No, here in El Salvador we had a restaurant, Indian restaurant, and the chefs
Hmm.
are from India.
All right.
Yes,
Okay.
it was in Plaza Ojos, and right now the restaurant is in Multiplaza.
Multi-plaza. Okay. Sounds interesting, right? To,
Yes,
um, somehow like try something out of the common food that we have, right? No, normally we have like something that we eat like a routine, but then trying something else sometimes it's interesting. I don't know, it will call your attention sometimes. Or if
Yes,
you
I recommend you. I was afraid because my stomach is very
uh-huh.
delicate about the some food, um, um, but I don't have problem
I didn't have
with
any
them.
problems. Okay.
Yes, yes,
Is last time, for example, I tried something that called my attention. It was a ginger soup. Ginger, you know the ginger?
mm,
What is ginger?
yes,
It's how do you say ginger?
yes,
It's
yes,
I miss the word right now. Ginger. It's a kind of root, right? That
yes.
could be
It's
like for
spicy.
medicine or could be for cooking as well. Jengibre.
Yes, yes.
Okay, this ginger soup was
It's
very
stronger.
delicious. The taste, it was kind of a little bit spicy and you could feel the ginger, but it was very delicious with fresh vegetables and meats and chicken. Yes, it was good.
Uh,
Nice.
uh,
Hmm.
in that days, I paid the buffet because sometimes they have this that promotion, and I taste all of all dishes,
All
and
dishes. Okay.
they are delicious. Yes, really delicious. I recommend it.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Good. Melissa, how about you? Something strange that you would recommend to us? Something that maybe is not part of our cuisine.
Mm, well, in my case, I love that traditional food, but for example, I love when I take my breakfast or when I take my dinner and when I eat beans with queso fresco,
Okay.
plátanos, something like that. But I I don't have any favorite food, and in my case, something I love that cheesecake because uh, is is my favorite dessert, and I love when it's not
Dessert.
so sweet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, long time ago, I used it to buy from a friend, and I don't know. Uh, it's so delicious for me.
A cheesecake. Okay. Something you go about like sweet
Yeah,
things like desserts. Okay. Good. Anna, how about you?
yeah.
Something that you like, maybe that is not very common for us, or something interesting that you have tried.
Um, Let me see. Maybe something with potato because I love a potato. Or maybe chow mein, but more traditional. My mom cook chow mein, but with ingredients more Salvadorians.
Okay.
Something like
So
that.
you love
Yes.
everything coming with potatoes, right?
Yes.
There's actually, I think by La Escalon, there's a restaurant. Everything they have is based on potatoes. Everything. You can have potatoes like baked potatoes, fried potatoes with bacon, with meat, with different combinations. I don't know if you have.
Yes.
It's called like, if I'm not mistaken, the name is le Le poutine something. It's I think it's like a
Yes, yes,
French word. Le poutine. I don't know
yes,
what
I
the
know.
yes. Okay, so it's just everything
It's
from
delicious.
potato.
The
Yeah,
food.
if you love potatoes, that's
Yes,
the right place to go.
yes,
Okay.
yes. It's delicious.
That's like a different cuisine that that we have. Good. How about you, Diego? Have you Diego's is more about like a gourmet cuisine, huh?
No, teacher, no,
Very, very gourmet.
no. I am a, how do you say, I eat everything.
Everything. When you say really everything,
Yes,
can you eat everything? Like,
yes,
have you tried
everything.
this thing that is called here pacaya in El Salvador?
Yes,
Do you
papaya. It's
do you like those?
very sweet.
No, it's not sweet.
Yeah, with eggs.
It's not sweet. It's like a kind of bitter,
No, no,
kind
no,
of
sweet.
bitter,
No, sorry, bitter, bitter,
bitter,
bitter.
right? It's
Bitter.
kind of bitter.
Yes, yes. My
It's
grandmother,
uh-huh.
grandmother cooked with eggs.
Yeah, it's true. That's the typical way to
Uh
cook it.
huh. Uh huh.
And also they have this
Yeah.
other thing that is called like our national flower. What is our national flower?
The isote,
Isote,
flor de
right?
isote.
Flor de isote. Yeah,
Yeah, at the
they
same with eggs.
are the same with eggs. It's
Yeah,
almost the
yeah,
same
yeah.
taste.
Yes, similar,
It's similar. It's very
similar
strange.
taste.
It's kind of
Yes.
bitter.
Uh huh.
It's kind of bitter.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Yes.
And is
Yes.
there
You're right.
something that you don't like?
For example, a place,
No, I mean food.
food.
Cuisine.
Uh, well, if let me see, some fruit, for example, I don't like the how do you say melon?
Melon?
Melon, yeah. Uh-huh.
Really, you don't like melon,
Yes,
but that's
no.
very rich, very delicious.
I can eat it, but I rather to avoid it. Uh-huh. If I'm gonna buy a fruit, I prefer others like papaya
Okay,
or
how do you say papaya
and
in English?
papaya. No.
Oh, yes, you can say but also for example, you can say like this. No, normally most of the people will call it like a papaya, right? But then in some other parts, people will call it like this.
Pa, uh,
It's like pow pow, pow pow.
okay. I never
You
heard
never heard that
about that.
before? Pow pow.
No, no, no.
I don't know. For
Pow pow.
example,
No.
did you watch the movie? It's like a kind of for kids movie. Is this one Mowgli? No, 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 no. It's not Mowgli. It's the the Jungle Book. The Jungle Book.
I yes. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
All right. Okay. In this movie, there is an a part or a scene where this guy, little guy Mowgli,
Mm-hmm.
is like kidnapped by the monkeys, right? And
Mm-hmm.
he's taken to the monkey's kingdom, and there's a big
Mm-hmm.
monkey whose name is Louis, I think, right? I think his name is Louis, and he explains in that movie the name of the of papaya, pow pow.
Ah, okay.
He
I
says
can
that
remember.
it's coming from the sound that it makes from when it falls from the tree. For example, if you throw a piece of metal, it has a different sound. If you throw a piece of wood, it has a different sound. And then if you throw a rock, the sound is different. But then if you throw a
Uh-huh.
papaya, it's like a pow, pow.
Ah, okay. Good to
Yeah.
know, teacher.
So
You
that
you you are fan of the that book, right? I can see.
not really. Yeah, well, I liked it. I have seen it probably twice. I have seen it probably
Uh-huh.
twice.
Okay.
But that was something really interesting that it really called my attention, like a papaya. But I had always known that it was papaya, but then explained that we can also call it pow pow because of the sounds that it makes when it falls from the tree. But it's good to know. It's interesting.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Good. So we got Jacqueline back. Good morning, Jacqueline. Welcome.
Good morning.
We've been missing you, Jacqueline. Where have you been? On vacation already? Everybody's
No,
almost on vacation. They said that you were on vacation. That's why you were not coming. Is that true?
no, I was sick.
I was
You? Sick.
sick. Okay. All right.
Mhm. Yes.
Okay. Yes. What's it? Is strong or are you okay now?
I'm okay now.
Okay.
Very,
All right.
yes.
Perfect. Thank you. Yes. Actually, today, yes. Now changing the topic a little bit, and today we're gonna have a short, very short, like practice. I have noticed this one when we use the short e and we use the long e sometimes, right? And I understand when you say, for example, I was sick, but if you put it like sick, you're extending the vowel sound. It's like e long, so it's like this one, the second one, sick, like S-E-E-K. But this one, it has a different sound. Jacqueline, what is the difference? Could you make the difference between those?
Sick is like ill,
Uh-huh. And the other one?
and the other one sick is like research, something
It's
like
like,
that.
oh yeah, it's like a searching something. It's like look for something. But in pronunciation, right? There's a slight difference in pronunciation. Like for example, when you said this one and when you said this one. I'm sorry, it's not like that. This one. When you have like for
And
example S-I-T and you have S-E-A-T.
the pronunciation,
Uh-huh, the pronunciation.
pronunciation. Sit,
Mm-hmm.
um, sit, oh, sit, and I don't know. It sounds very
The same, right?
similar.
Very similar,
The
right?
same.
Some, yeah, they sound very similar, but there's a slight difference between those. Okay, it's like for example when you said the word like this one and you have this one, right? Let's see, Mr. Aquino, what's the difference in pronunciation between those?
Sick and sick.
Yeah, here, and how about this one? The big transportation in the ocean and the animal that produces wool. What's the difference in pronunciation?
The first one, chip, and the
Hmm.
second one, sheep.
The same, right? It
The
sounds
same.
almost the same, but there's a slight
Uh-huh.
difference, right? By by pronouncing this one and this one, so you change the meaning, right? Um, like for example, you can say here, this one. I'm sorry, here and this one. It might sound very similar, but there's a slight difference. All right, it's like so sorry for this word. This is not about word, but it's just the way that we use it. But imagine if you change a little bit this pronunciation, so you will say something else. Look at the spelling, and it's not the same. All right, so we have this one like shit, which is normally we take it as a very offensive word, but in reality, it's not. It's not about word. It's just the way that we use it. The way that we use it. When we refer to a person with these words, so then it's very offensive. But normally, when you said like the word shit, it's like when you talk about poop, when you talk about waste, right? That's the meaning. But the other one is just a piece of paper, but pronunciation is what it really matters here. It's like I told you once that someone said there was a guy and he was talking with an American, and he said, "Okay, Diego, tell me about El Salvador. What can I do, or what do you have in El Salvador?" And the guy said, "Well, yes, sir. Here in El Salvador, we have beautiful beaches." Okay, do you understand that
The
part? What he
ocean, the
said? Yeah.
ocean.
Yeah, the ocean, or but he didn't say ocean, and he was constantly repeating beaches, beaches, beaches. All right, we have a beautiful beaches that you can have fun and you can do many things. And the customer was like, okay, okay, I didn't expect that, but thank you," he said. "Thank you for letting me know, right?" But and probably the customer took it like it was referring to about some girls selling their body, right? But in reality, the guy was talking about the beach, right? The ocean, about the sea. But he changed the intonation completely. I mean, he changed the meaning just by a little pronunciation. And in this case, the first one is always short. It's normally in the dictionary you will find it like a capital letter, and you pronounce it like eh, not really e, not eh. It's like between eh. And the other one, yes, this is very long. E. So you have the first one, for example, ship and sheep. You got chip and cheap. You got shed and sheet. You have batch and beach. It's like this one, like what Jacqueline said. You have the first one is sick and the other one seek. Uh, you have the pronoun it, and you got the verb eat. You got the verb like set, and you got the noun seat. All right. So the difference. Um, so this one is short. The other one is long. So now let's see. Anna, could you read these words, please?
Sit and set. I
Okay.
don't know. Okay.
Mhm. Read all the words.
All the words. Okay. Sheep and ship.
All right. The first one is short. Eh. This one is ship. Ship.
Ship.
Yeah, like
Ship.
ship. And the other one is
Ship.
sheep.
Sheep.
Hmm.
And the other ship and sheep.
And cheap.
Luego,
And then,
yes.
don't worry, you can say it. This is not about
Ship.
work. Uh-huh.
Okay. Ship and sheep.
Okay.
Beat. Beat
No,
and
remember
beat.
the first one is always short, like batch.
Badge.
Mm-hmm.
Badge.
And the other one,
And beach.
there you go.
And sick and sick.
All right.
Eat. Eat and eat.
All right.
And the other set and sit.
Set and seat. That is correct. Yes, that's yeah. Identifying the and also the e. The e. Marcela, do the same.
Okay. Ship, ship,
Mm-hmm.
ship, sheep, shed, sheep, bet, beat, sick, sick, eat, eat, set,
Mm,
seed,
all right. Here, the difference eat. There's like a and e, like et, eat. Like for
et,
example,
eat,
yeah. We have the word like for example here, and sometimes when you have this kind of when you have a vowel sound before this one, you can hear like we don't say like take
take it,
it. We don't say take it, eat, take it. Now we say take it. Yeah, you
taking,
can take it. Take it, take it, take it. You can take it, right? Take it. Or for example, let me see, in the past someone said, bought it, right? I bought it. I
body,
bought it yesterday. I bought it. It. It's not
body,
really like eat. Yes. This is a little bit about pronunciation, right? And sometimes if we don't pronounce correctly, so then we might say something else. Like this word is very sometimes, right? It's very confusing. If you change a little bit that pronunciation, you will say something else. And it's not about word. It's just the way that we use it. It's how we put it into the meaning that we provide to this. It's like I think I explained you last time that this word, right, which is a very common word and expression to send someone to not to heaven, all right, in a very despective and vulgar way. But in reality, this is not a bad word. It's just the way that we use it or the way that it has been implemented. But this word was, this is one of, it was one of the most formal and polite expressions before, not anymore, but before it was. Like, let me see, mahalalel. Do you know the story of this word?
The history of that word? No, I don't
Uh-huh.
know.
Why people use it like a cursing, like offending people, like being rude or impolite. But this one, we might
I
say,
have
oh,
heard.
uh-huh. People think, oh, this is a
Yes,
really,
I have heard.
mhm.
Yes, I have heard some Chinese people, Indian people, uh, uh, using very hungry, but I don't know the history of the. I know the meaning. They said "fuck you."
Exactly, right? When someone tells you like
Hmm.
fuck you, so then immediately you get irritated because they are offending you, right? As we take it as a bad word, a bad
Hmm.
expression, but it's not. It's just the way that we use it. Yes, I think I told you before, but for example, the story was like whenever you want to whenever you wanted to get married before, so you used to write like a letter to the king of that time. Like you used to write a letter to the king, like for example, that you and your fiance, you wanted to get married, that you were ready to have family and so on and so on. It's like right now the legal process basically that we have. But before you used to write a letter to the king, and the king needed to sign and give you the approval to get married and have kids. But instead of writing, for example, all the words, like it was like a fornication, and then he said under, and then he said like consent of the king, right? Como, yeah, like fornicación bajo el consentimiento del rey. It means that you were like legally ready to have babies and have family. So instead of writing like fornication under, yes, consent of the king, so they used to write only the acronym like this. They used to write the acronym
I didn't know that.
fuck, and then the king sign. Prácticamente esta era como la firma del rey de ese momento. En vez de escribir toda la palabra, escribía el acrónimo y luego firmaba. Fuck.
And when it changed, teacher?
No,
When?
it hasn't changed. It hasn't changed because now it was a legal, a very like from the royal people, right? Fuck, right? And then la firma del rey, right? It's like, okay, you legally, you're married, so now you can go and have your family and have kids. So you're legally married. Like right now, when you go to the lawyer and then you get Mary in the papers, right? But before it was different. But that's why, people, whenever they use the word fuck, it's about like sex. It's about introducing something in your body. It's about sending someone to hell, like that. But in reality, it's not a bad word. It's the way that we have take it. I mean, the way that we take it, the way that we implement it. But it's not a bad word. It was a very polite expression before, not anymore. So everything related with sex. So then you use the word fuck, and then you take it into the grown. We take it into the grown way, and then we use it as an offensive word, or sometimes like as a self defense to attack someone with this word. I think I had told you this before, right? No.
No,
Nope.
that's
No.
new.
No, no, teacher.
That's new and interesting.
Yeah, it's the story, right? That's why it's coming. And there are some words that were invented all of a sudden, out of the blue. Out of the blue, there were some words invented, like, for example, this one that we all know, right? This is one of the top 5 words in English that we use most of the time. Okay, but what does it mean in reality? Mr. Covilla, what does it mean, okay?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but I read about it. This Sir Killed. I don't know,
All
but
right. Yes,
I
before,
know.
I think it was on the Second World War, a
Yes.
World War, they were like fighting against, United States was fighting, and then there was a moment that they were losing a lot of soldiers, right? And the general needed to write letters, or the report. He needed to send the report to the headquarters in the United States about, the results. And how many killed soldiers today? 20, 40, 50, 80, 100, 100 soldiers. But then there was a point that the United States, the army, they were really strong and they had really good strategies. So there was one week that they didn't have any deaf person, right? So nobody was killed in that day. So in the report, he said, "Okay, how many were killed this week?" And so they said nobody. So we have zero. And instead of grading, for example, like a zero killed, like nobody was killed, zero kill, he used to say, okay, all right, so zero kill is okay. So how is everything? Okay, zero kill. So now we have taken the word, like every time that we use okay means that everything is fine, no problem, no problem. Yes. How are things with your car? Okay, right? How are things with your family? Okay, all right. So that's the word okay, but that's the story. It means zero killed, nobody dies, so everybody's okay. Okay, good. That's about it.
Wow, I didn't know, teacher.
And there are many words like this that we use very often, but they were invented, they were created out of the blue, out of the blue. And now, they are very common, very common. Okay, going back to the topic, I have a short, what I want to tell is like this one in pronunciation, right? By changing and e, and e. This is something little. I know that is not part of the curricula that we had to follow, but we need to know how to establish the difference between and e. Let me show you something. Hopefully, we will be able to see it. If you want to practice pronunciation, I strongly recommend you this lady. Uh, it is called rachelsenglish.com. She has really good pronunciation topics. Everything that she has is all about pronunciation. So if you had the chance, I would recommend you to watch it. Any topic that you want, she's the one.
E and E. Rachel's English.
Here along the Hudson River for Fleet Week, they're bringing out some old-time replica ships, like the ones taken in this photo by my friend Javon. And this made me think about the vowels E and I. Ships has the I as in sit vowel, and fleet, week, both have the E as in she vowels. Now I just did a video on the I vowel versus the E vowel, a comparison, and I didn't talk about length at all. That's because I don't think length really comes into play when we're talking about a vowel on its own. But since a lot of people teach length when they teach these two vowels, I thought I should talk about it. A lot of people will say that E is a long vowel and I is a short vowel. But I feel like vowels themselves don't have a length. To me, the length of a syllable depends on, is it a stressed syllable or is it unstressed? So if the I vowel is in the stressed syllable of a content word, then it will be long, even though some people would call it a short vowel. Another thing that can affect vowel length is the ending consonant. If everything else is the same and the ending consonant is voiced, then that vowel will be a little bit longer than if the ending consonant is unvoiced. So, for example, the word cat will be a little bit shorter than the word cab. Cat. Cab. So in looking at the E vowel and the I vowel, in the word beat, an unvoiced consonant there at the end, that E vowel is short, beat. But in the word bid, the ending consonant there is voiced, so I will be a little bit longer. So don't think about the length of the vowel being tied to the vowel itself. It's tied to the syllable and the sentence position and maybe the ending consonant. This ship was interesting because instead of raising their sails, they had people standing where the sails would have been. Notice how bin, spelled with two E's, is actually pronounced with the I as in sit vowel. Listen again. Where the sails would have been, where the sails would have been, where the sails would have been.
They're holding on to something.
Hey, Javon.
Yeah,
Nice socks.
thanks.
Really like them.
Thanks, that means a lot.
A couple interesting things happening with pronunciation here.
Just let's identify the difference between E and E. So this is not part of it.
Getting stuck sucks. At HostGator, you can get the website you need for where you're at.
In this video, we're going to talk about two vowel sounds, I or pink and E, green.
Extra English practice. So these two sounds can easily be confused. So we want to kind of show you the difference between them. So the I or pink color, the symbol looks like this. This is a short I sound. So it's the sound in fill and sit.
Yeah.
And
Pin.
thank you. To form this sound, your mouth is pretty lax, pretty relaxed. It's not the most relaxed that it can be. That's more of a, but it's not tight. It's just I.
The other sound is what we call the green sound. This is the phonetic symbol. This is a longer sound, and your mouth is in more of a, almost like a smile. E. So you pull your mouth open like that. E.
And it's long. E. E. This is the sound in the word cheese.
Yeah.
And that's why when people take a picture, sometimes they say, say cheese, because your mouth smiles when you say it.
It's also in words like keep or tree. So it's a long sound. mouth open.
We're going to start with some listening practice. You'll see a sentence above, and then we will say either the word that has if in it or the word with e, and see if you hear the same one that we're saying. So the first sentence is, I want to live here, or I want to leave here. So maybe it's a beautiful location, I want to live there, or maybe I'm done and tired and I just want to leave. Okay? So which do you hear? Live, it, or leave, e? I want to leave here. I want to leave here.
I hear the long E sound. I want to leave here. It must be an awful place.
Yeah. It's cold.
Is it Canada?
Okay, listen again. I want to live here. I want to live here.
Did you hear it that time? It was different. It was the shorter sound. It, pink. I want to live here. Oh, good.
Yeah. Let's try again. I want to live here. I want to live here.
It was the same sound as the last one. Again, this one. It want to live here.
One more?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to leave here. I want to leave here.
Okay, she used the green sound again, the long sound. She wants to leave.
Yeah, right.
Okay, our next sentence is either you need to hit it. Maybe you're playing a sport. Or you need to heat it. You need to heat it. To heat something means to make it warm or make it hot. So maybe you have some food from the fridge. You want to heat it. Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
You need to heat it. You need to heat it.
Heat. So the green, heat.
You need to heat it. You need to heat it.
Again, long sound, heat.
You need to hit it. You need to hit it.
Short, hit.
One more. You need to heat it. You need to heat it.
That's the long one, heat. This sentence is, where is my ship? Or where's my sheep? Where's my ship? My boat, my large boat. It's in water,
Presumably.
Or where's my sheep?
On the boat.
On the boat.
On the ship.
All right, here we go. Where's my ship? Where's my ship?
That time, hopefully, she's in the water. It's a ship.
Where's my ship? Where's my ship?
She's still looking for it. Hasn't been able to find that ship.
Where's my sheep? Where's my sheep?
Oh, I'm more excited about this one. Cute little animal.
Where's my sheep? Where's my sheep?
Did you hear that was the same one again? The long sound. Next sentence. That's a high hill. A hill. Yep, in the land. That's a high hill. Or that's a high heel. That's a high heel. High heel is a type of shoe where the back part of your foot, the heel, there's a long piece there. Usually women wear these.
Not these women.
Sometimes
you do.
I do sometimes. Yeah. Not high heels. Not really high. Short heels.
Medium heel.
Medium. Okay, here we go. That's a high heel. That's a high heel.
That's a high heel on that shoe.
That's a high hill. That's a high hill.
It's good for tobogganing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Favorite.
slide down that hill.
You need snow for that. That's a high heel. That's a high heel.
Be careful when you're walking.
Especially if you're walking up a hill.
Yes.
That's a high hill. That's a high hill. So we're going to practice this our favorite way.
Game time.
Game time. How this works is we'll show you two words that are a minimal pair. So one has the it sound, one has the e sound, but otherwise they're the same. And we'll describe one or the other of the things, and you have to guess which one it is. Ready?
Yes.
Great.
We're going to start with one that we've already looked at, hit and heat. Hit, heat.
So I'm thinking of one of them. This is something you do often in the kitchen. It is something that often involves food. Okay, I think I know.
Okay, it's enough. Okay, can you hear me? Everybody, can you hear me?
Yes.
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 Okay, good. Did you get like the difference when we say e and when we say e, right? And sometimes it's very confusing depending what you're trying to say. Like they say, for example, I wanna leave. I wanna live here. So what's the meaning? That you want to like dwell in that place, that you want to have your house in that place, or that you want to go to another place? What's the meaning? Mr. Aquino, when I say I wanna live here, is that you want to stay or you wanna go? I wanna live here. What is it?
The state.
Stay or go?
State.
Stay. But I said leave, but I said leave. I wanna leave. I means go. I have to go. I don't
Okay.
want to stay here. I want to go, right? I want to leave. So we need to like get the long vowel, like leave, go to a place. But it's different if someone says, hey, I really like this place. I would like to live here. Live. So then, oh, okay, good. Yes, you can buy a house right here and you can stay. Live and leave. Two different things.
Okay.
Depending
Okay.
the context, right? So like for example, yeah, you need to they say you need to head it, like head, and the other one is like heat, right? Two different things. It depends. What you listen and depending how you say, but we need to adapt to our listening skills using e and e. And I send you a short practice that we're gonna do. I send it to the I think it was to the WhatsApp group. Let me pull it up. I don't know if you can see it, but let's see how it goes. In pronunciation, someone is going to talk and we're going to listen to see if you can pronounce or if you can say the words correctly or if we understand what you're saying. Let me check it out. Let me review this. Okay, I want you to activate, for example, your audio because we need to practice this. I send you this to your WhatsApp group, and then so we can see how it goes. For example, can you see my screen? Can you see the picture?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. So we have in this case we have a short and long vowel. So you had the short e, and the long e in this case, right? And so as you can see, there are some like words and there are some numbers, right? First, we need to understand the vocabulary. I don't know. Do you see any word or something that you don't understand? The word, for example, we had the first one. This one is held and this one is heal, right? You have the word sit and you have set, right? And then again, sit and set. That's something that you understand. This is the verb, this is the noun. And then we have like green, like the color green, and then we have like gren and green. What is gren? Diego, what is gren, Diego?
Which one, teacher?
Uh,
Green or
no,
green?
not green. Green is the color, right? But how about gren? What is the meaning of gren?
Green. I'm not. I don't know, teacher.
Okay, all right. Thank you. That's a valid answer. Good. Who can tell us about grin? What is the meaning of grin?
It's like a mueca.
Yeah, it's like a like mueca. It's like something that you do uh, with your face, for example, right? So with your face, sometimes by looking at someone's face, someone will be grinning. So then you can identify what they're trying to say, right? What they're trying to say. Like I don't know, like imagine that you're talking and there's another person that is coming, and then you tell the other person like, hey, this guy is coming, but you don't say anything, you just grin in your face. So it's like someone is coming, so the people can understand what you're trying to say. Yes, that's grin. Sometimes it's even like a smiling too, like a big smile. That's a grin. Okay, and then we have the word met, and then we have meet. We have met and meet. What is met? Like M-I-T-T. M-I-T-T
Like a glove.
is like a glove, yeah. Especially, for example, for let me see, for this sport, what is the sport? Baseball. For baseball sport, yeah, normally you need to have a net to catch the ball, because with your hands is gonna be strong. You're gonna like hurt your hands, so you need to use a net. Got it? Okay, so what we're gonna do is like you need to activate, and you need, for example, if you look, we look at the diagram. This is like a kind of diagram. So you have you begin with either hell or heel, and then depending where you go, for example, I don't know where you're gonna go, but at the end, if you can see in the bottom, you have numbers like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. Okay, so for example, I'm going to read and then you're gonna read individually, so we need to listen. For example, I will go with, you need to listen and follow the diagram. Understand? Like, for example, let me give an example very slow, and follow, you know, the diagram. So you, and then you tell me the number. For example, I will begin with held, and then set, and then grin, and then meet. Which number is it?
Hey,
Number 8. All right, good. Let me give another one, like healed, and then I have seat, and then I have gren, and then I have met. Which number is it?
11.
11. All right, perfect, right? Good. Let's do another one. All right, I have healed. All right, I'm coming from healed, then I move here, and then I say set, and then I go to green, and then I go to meat. Which number is it?
14.
14. All right, easy, right? But the pronunciation. Now, let's do without like watching the I mean, yes, watching the diagram, but only listening. Only listening, and it has to be fast, because when you are listening to someone, they don't go like leave or left, right? So you need to identify right at that moment if it is left or leave. All right, here we go. Ready? And then tell me the number. Like hell, set, green, mid. Which number did I say?
5.
3.
Four.
3.
3, 4. Okay, what else?
4.
4,
5.
5. All right. Let me repeat it again, right? Try to listen and then tell me the number, okay? Hell, set, green, met.
6. Number 6.
Number 6. All right.
6.
Number 2.
6.
All right. Number 6. All right. What else? Who gives more?
Number five.
Number
Number
5.
five.
7.
7.
7.
All right. Who gives more? 7,
Three, number three.
3, number 3. All right, let me do it again. Let me do it again. All right. Hell, set, green, met.
7.
7.
7, all right. Who gives more? Yeah, it's about the understanding the E and the E. Let me do it again. Okay, here we go. Hell, set, green, met.
5.
5,
5.
5.
5.
Okay.
5.
5.
7.
Yes, it's correct. It's number 5. I said held,
I
set,
win.
green, right? Green and then met. I didn't say meet, right? So, oh, it's number 5. Let's do another practice. All right, ready? Here we go. Heel, sit, grin, met.
9.
9. All right. Another one. Who gives more?
11.
11. All right. Good point. Who gives more?
9.
9.
10.
10. Okay, we're increasing. Who gives more?
Yeah. Mia is answering too.
Okay, what did you say? I think Mia is correct. Let me do it again. Let me do it again, all right? Heel, sit, grin, met. Now fast. Heel,
Number
sit, grin,
10.
met.
I
Number
think
9.
it's 9.
Number 9. All
10.
right. All right.
11.
11. All right. What else? Who gives
10.
more?
15.
Number
15.
10.
Number 10. All right. Let me do it again. Heel, sit, grin, met.
13.
13. Okay, we're increasing. All right. Who gives more?
Or 16.
Or 16, maybe, or probably. What else? Yes, for example, I went with the long vowel, heel, right? And then I went with another long vowel, seat. And then I
See.
went with a short vowel, gren. And then with another short vowel, met.
11.
Yes.
It's
Correct.
number 11, Mr.
11.
Aquino, you were right. Yes, it's number 11, right? It's number 11. Yes,
Yes.
but depending,
Énale.
and he was insisting like it was like 11, 11, 11. Okay, that's good, right? Whatever you listen, if you think is right, go for it sometimes, right? But that's about pronunciation. Now, let me get someone to read. Okay, Marcela, you break the ice. Go ahead, Marcela. We need to listen to what Marcela says and we need to guess the number. Marcela, go. But
Help.
try to go like
Sit.
not very slow, right? Because sometimes if you go like a very slow, so then yeah, we can follow like a step by step what you're saying. But try to go fast, not very fast, but in
Okay.
a normal speed. Go ahead.
Help. Sit. Green. Met.
Which number is it?
1.
Again?
Repeat it, please.
All right. Listen to
Help.
Marcela.
Sit. Green. Meat.
Number 2.
14.
2. Number 2.
14. Okay. Who gives more? Mrs. Aquino, Diego, Mahalalel. What is it? Third time.
1.
Marcela, go ahead, Marcela.
Help. Sit. Green. Meat.
1. Number 1.
Number 2.
Number 2
Or 2.
or 2. I hear, I can
Sí,
hear the number 1 at the end, met, not meet, right? Or is
Right.
that correct, Marcela?
Yes. Number 1.
It's number 1. Okay, hell, seat, green, met, right? Number 1. All right, thank you. Good. Let me see. Diego, go.
Heel, sit, green, meat.
Do it again, please.
Number 12.
He'll sit
10,
green meat.
10,
9,
9. Uh-huh.
10. 10.
10. Okay. Diego, one more
10.
time.
10.
One more
He'll
time.
sit green meat.
No,
12.
number 9.
Number
9.
9. Uh-huh. What
12.
else? 12. Okay. What else?
4.
4. Okay. Oscar, which number is it?
12.
12. Okay.
12. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
12.
Yeah. But at the beginning, let me see. Diego is not heel. It's not heel. Like it's it's coming from like ha, heel, heel, or hell, hell or heel, heel, heel. Right? Diego, do
He'll,
it again.
he'll sit green meat.
Hmm. So which number is it?
12.
12.
I can hear 12, Diego. I don't know if that is right.
Yeah, but okay. He'll is the second, right? He'll. He'll.
Heel,
H
heel.
E E.
Yeah.
He'll. Yeah. The sit.
All right.
The first, right?
Yeah.
And then grain.
All right. And the
It's
last
and
one?
then we have meat.
Meat. So that's number 12, right?
Yeah.
Yes. But at the beginning you said like heel, sit, and then you say green meat. We go with number 10. We went with number 10. But then and then you change it from heel, sit, and then you say gran. So then you change the number and they said meat. So that was number 12. That's why you could hear like a number 10 and number 12. I don't know. That's what I heard. Yeah, you say green.
Okay.
Oh, I
Okay.
said
Okay.
okay. It's here. Then it's meat. Oh, number 10. But yeah, it sometimes pronunciation is depending if you say something else, so people will take in another context. Okay, let me see. Good, Melissa, go ahead. Mel, Lisa, is Melissa here? Let me see. Oh yeah, she's here.
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead,
sorry.
Melissa.
Mm, hell, seed, green, meat.
Hmm. Which number
2.
is it?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2. Is that correct, Melissa?
Number 6.
Number 6.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
I
Uh-huh. Which number is it? Which number is Melissa?
oh is 9 is re,
Repeat again, please.
yeah is
Repeat it again, please.
hell.
Uh-huh.
Okay, hell, seed, green, meat.
Hmm.
Yeah, number 2.
Number 2. Okay. Which number is it? Thank you. Any other guess? Who gives more? Do it again, Melissa, another time. Again, Melissa, repeat again.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hell, seed, green, meat.
Hmm.
Number 2.
Number
2.
2.
Number 2.
Number 2. Is that correct, Melissa?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, because then you said number 6 and then you said number 2, right? Yes. But yeah, and the last time I heard number 2, like hell, seat, green, meat. All right, that was right. Yes. Yes, because we're following your speaking, right? So If you say green or grin, so you change the meaning. I mean, you change the number right at that moment with that quick change. Thank you. Connie, go ahead. Fast, Connie.
It will be he'll sit green meat. Mama.
Which number is it, everybody?
10.
10. Uh-huh. What else?
5.
5.
14.
14. Uh-huh. Connie, all over again, please.
Okay. He'll sit green meat.
Mm-hmm.
10.
10. Okay. Thank you, Mr.
Yes,
Kubi.
number 10.
6.
6. Uh-huh. Any other guess? Jacqueline,
Number
Anna?
10.
Jacqueline, Anna, what's your guess?
I say 6.
6. Okay. And Jacqueline? Noe?
10.
10. Okay. Connie, which number is it?
13.
13. Okay. But I could hear number 10. I listen number 10.
Okay, said he'll
Uh-huh.
sit green and meat.
Yeah, but when you say like heel
9.
and then you say seat. So it's this one, right?
Ah, el otro era.
Oh, okay. That's why, because this one is set. This is set and this is
Ah,
seat.
set.
Yeah, because
Ah, ya,
if you were going here, but we were listening here. Okay.
Ah, okay, okay. Got it.
Okay, do it again.
He'll sit green meat.
Now it's number
10.
9.
Ay, Dios.
Yes.
Yeah, see,
Number 9.
pronunciation
Es el
different.
mismo.
No, it's not.
He'll sit green meat. Right? 13.
Now it's 13. Now it's 13. It's because if you say, for example, if you say like instead of green, you say green,
Mia.
you change the number already. So we are following. Probably you have a number in mind, but we're listening to your pronunciation. But thank you. Yes, now we could listen like
Okay, okay.
heel, set, green, met, right? And meat.
Set green
Yes.
meat.
And we need to
Met.
articulate the vowel sound for a better understanding. If it is like or e, right? If it is like met or meat.
Ah, okay, okay.
If it is like green or gran.
Okay.
Or if it's sit or set. Okay, thank you. Mr. Cubilla, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. Hill, seat, green, met.
Which number is it?
Again, please.
All right.
Number 9. Number 9.
Number 9. Do it again, Mr. Cubillas.
Hill, seat, green, met.
Yeah, 9.
Yes.
9.
Number 9. Is that correct, Mr. Cubillas? Number 9?
Yes.
It's number
Yes,
9.
it's correct, teacher.
Okay, good. Let me see. Jacqueline. Go ahead, Jacqueline.
He'll sit green meat.
10.
10. Do it again. Let me see, Jacqueline.
He'll sit green meat.
Okay. So which number is it, everybody? Which number is it?
6. 10.
10. Okay. So Jacqueline, which number are you referring to? I could hear number 10. Is that 10? Okay.
Yes, 10.
Okay. So then yes. Anna, go ahead, Anna.
Okay. Hill, seat, green, met.
All
9.
right. 9. Okay. What else? Any other
Number
number?
9.
9.
Yes.
Do it again, Anna. So we guess.
Okay. Hill, seat, green, met.
Did you say
9.
green or gran?
Green.
Do it again, please.
Green. Hill, seat, green, met.
All right, now it's very clear. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Which one is it?
Nine.
It's number nine. That's what I,
Nine.
Nine.
yeah,
Yes.
nine, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's correct.
Yes.
Okay, good. Oscar, go ahead.
Okay. Her set grand met.
Again,
Seven.
again, please.
Her
7.
set grand met.
All right. Which
15,
number is it?
15,
7.
15. Mm-hmm. Any other one?
I lost the last one. I don't know, it's seven or eight.
Mm-hmm. 7. Uh-huh. What else can you give? Last time, Oscar, repeat the last time.
Okay. Her set grand met.
Uh-huh. Which
7.
Eight.
it's
Met.
number? I can hear number 7. At the end, I heard
Seven.
met. I don't know if that's
Met.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Number
okay.
7.
Seven.
Number 7, right?
Number
He
seven.
went only with short vowels like hell said grand met. All right, thank you. Good. Mr. Aquino, go ahead.
Hell, seed, green, meat.
Number two.
2.
2.
Easy.
Easy. Okay, all right. Mahalalel. Mahalalel.
Okay. Here, seed grand met.
Okay.
11.
8.
Uh-huh.
8.
Do 8. Okay. Do it again, Mahalalel. So then we can try to guess it.
Here, seed grand met.
Mm-hmm.
I hear 11.
Okay.
11.
11. How about the
11.
rest? What do you hear?
Now I hear 4.
You hear 4? Okay. All right. I can also hear 11. I don't know if that's correct.
Yes, 11.
11. Okay. 11. Yes. This is about pronunciation, but we need to adapt and remember that English is spoken in a very fluent way. It's not very like slow, right? That we go like word by word, like hell said grand meat. Oh, number 8. Sometimes people will go very fast and you need to understand what they're talking about. Let's do, let me see, Noe. Read one, Noe, but as fast as you can. Noe,
Okay.
as fast as you can.
Okay. Hill set green meat.
Okay, everybody, did you get it?
No.
16.
14.
10.
10. All right. Now there's a difference, right? Because he's going fast. So then it's like our brain is now following and our listening sometimes is like, where is he going, right? Do it again, Noe.
Hill set green meat.
14.
14.
14.
14.
Yeah, 14.
Mm,
13.
mm-hmm. What else? Can you guess?
10.
10. Okay. All right. Last time, Noe, and then we will guess.
Okay. Hill set green meat.
14.
14.
No, but I heard hell today.
12.
12. Okay. So let me see. Noe, which number you referring to?
11.
11. Okay. I could hear number 14. I heard like heel, set, green, meat. I said
Uh-huh.
14, but if you said 11, so that will be heel, sit, green, met. Okay. Yes,
Uh-huh.
because we are just following you. You're listening, but it's okay. Thank you. Let me see. Let me get another one who can go very, very fast. Someone that is missing here. Okay, Diego. Thank you, Diego, for your participation. Go, Diego, as fast as you can.
Estaba pensando en voz alta, teacher. Sorry.
All right. I could hear like, yeah, please ask me.
Okay.
Ask me. Okay,
No.
good. Thank you. That's what I heard. Yeah, right now my listening is active, like listening to everything you say, and I heard like,
Yes,
yeah,
he said that.
yeah. He said that. Yeah, please ask
Me,
me.
he said me.
Yeah, me, please. And I was like, okay, Diego. Thank you. All right, go ahead. All right, go ahead, Diego. As fast as you
Eh,
can.
Hellseed Green Met.
Again, please.
Hell,
Hellseed Green Met.
Maybe
Five.
nine or
one.
11. Nine
Nah,
or 11.
9 or 11. Okay, do it
One.
again, Diego.
Five.
One.
One.
Hellseed Green Met.
Uh huh. That's very fast, right? It is like, what is it?
Nine,
One.
nine,
Nine?
nine,
Right.
nine.
One.
Diego,
One.
try
One.
faster.
Yeah. Again, Diego, it's a challenge, Diego. This is a challenge. Go ahead.
Hellseed Green Met.
Uh huh. Everybody will
One.
listen.
One.
One. Yes.
One.
Uh huh. One.
Okay.
One.
One.
Okay. All right. I don't know, Diego, but I heard number 7. I don't know which number you're referring to.
No, number one. Uh-huh.
Is number 1?
Hellseed Green Met.
Oh, but in this one you said grin, and this one you said set, right? That's why. Remember, this is like this is seat and this is green.
Ah, yeah, you're right.
Because you
Uh-huh.
say like a hell set grin met, right? Hell
Uh-huh.
set
Uh-huh.
grin met. So then I was following you, right? Number 7. I heard 7, right? But if you say number 1, so it's okay.
No, no, it's I made a mistake. Sorry.
Because
You're
this
right.
one is like a seat
Uh-huh.
green
Seed.
and then
Yeah.
met, right? So then,
Hellseed Green Met. Uh-huh.
all right, good. So now number
Hellseed
1,
Green Met.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
like hell sit green met. All right, good. That's good. Mr. Cuvilla, the last
Yeah.
one, then we'll do
Uh-huh.
something else as fast as you can.
Okay. Hell set green met.
Again,
Hell
please, and
set green
faster.
met.
Again,
Hell set green met.
5.
5. Is that
Five.
correct?
7.
Five.
No. Hell
No.
set green met.
Do it
Hell
again.
set green met.
8.
Three.
Hell set green met.
No.
Number 5.
Yeah, I heard grin, not green. Grin
Ah,
met.
okay. Hell set.
I don't know. I heard grin
7 or
instead of
8.
green. So, Mr. Cuvilla, which number is it?
It's number 7.
Number 7. All right. So I heard
Hell
grin
set
met.
green met.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. It's depending how fast we go, right? But and so that's about pronunciation. Yes. Try to practice. And something that you can identify is like every time that you have an individual I, always you will pronounce it like a short sound always. And normally the long vowel sound you will find it with a double E or EA. And this combination of these two vowels, normally you will find it like E. And the other one, just one I is eh. If you look, you have the word hell, and then you got set, you got grin, and then you got met. But in the other way around, you have long vowel sound. You got double E, heel. You have like seat, and you got green, and you got meat. These are called in English like minimal pairs. Minimal pairs. Probably is minimal pairs. Sorry, I think, yeah, minimal pairs. Yeah, this one, minimal pairs are two words that sounds very similar, but the meaning is totally different. It's just that there's a short difference. So those are minimal pairs. Minimal pairs that,
Teacher, I have a question.
oh yes, ma'am.
What is the difference in the word
sit. Uh, okay, I write in the chat. Said and
Mhm.
this one.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Yes, good question. And also you can add this one, right? So then we have three words that they might sound very similar, but there's a very slight difference. You know, this one, right, is long, like E, seat, but these other are short. It's just that this one, the S-I-T sounds like like a kind of It's like between E and between but you don't say an open It's just like set, set, set. But the other one with S-E-T, this one, yes, you need to pronounce and open your mouth with the word like set. Set it up, please. Set, set, and set. Set
Set.
and set.
Okay.
Set and set. Set and set. The this one, yes, you intonate the words completely, like So like for example here, this one is with the short like it, it. We don't say like it, right? Because if you say at, you articulate the words a little bit more, but then it's different.
Okay, thank you.
All right, like sit and set and seat is very, yeah, I know that these are called, as I said before, a minimal pairs. Means that two words that are very similar in pronunciation, but there's something that will make them different in pronunciation, and you need to identify what is the difference. Like when you said live and leave, yes, just remember this combination. Like whenever you have an individual I, you have to pronounce it eh, like eh. Okay, thank you. That was just about pronunciation, but then we have something else to do. And we're gonna finish tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last class. So then we finish this model, and then and Merry Christmas, and then vacation, right? And then Turkey time. But right now I have a short listening, and we have been practicing about like you know a passive voice to describe processes, right? So, and we saw this yesterday. We had, and we even did some exercises using the passive voice. For example, normally you need to play with the verb to be. Is, are, and, if it is in modal verbs, like have to be drawn, might be changed. But we did some exercises like this, so I'm not gonna work on this now. What I'm gonna do is like we have a short listening, and then we're gonna have a short practice here. Let me see. Good. Anna, could you read the listening practice, please?
And listening is it was too predictable.
Predictable. It was too
Listen to
predictable. Yes.
yeah, listen to Cassie and Brent.
Mhm.
Cassie, yeah. Talk about things that often happen in movies
Mhm.
and number the parts of a movies in the order they are mentioned.
Yeah. So we're gonna listen like a conversation, and then you need to grade. You need to grade like the order, right? Like for example, let me see. We got number one. Let me see. Mr. Aquino, number one is a new plan
Is a new plan is put into action.
into action, right? Good. Next, let me see. Oscar, number two.
A problem is present.
A problem is presented. Passive voice. A problem is presented. Good. Connie, next.
Something bad happens and all hope is lost.
Okay, thank you. Diego, next. Diego, I
Is
think
buying the
Diego,
pizza, teacher.
he's buying pizza right now, right? Maybe. Okay, good. Let me see. Melissa, continue. Next.
The main character is introduced.
Introduce. All right. The main character is
Introduced.
introduce. Passive voice, right? Is introduced past participle. Thank you. Marcela, next.
Thanks.
The bad guy is defeated.
Defeated. Defeated. Defeated.
Defeated.
What is defeated? What is
Defeated.
defeat? Defeat?
He lose.
It was when someone, yeah, when someone loses. Exactly. And the last one, mahalalel. Next. I'm sorry, those are the ones, right? I'm sorry. Only those. So what we're gonna do is like listen, and you need to, for example, it says number the parts of a movie in the order they are mentioned. So you need to grab which one is number one. Maybe a problem is presented. Okay, which one is number two? Something bad happens and all hope is lost. That's number two, maybe. And which one is number three? So you need to listen and write the numbers, the correct number. Okay, here we go.
Here we go, here we go.
Page 93.
Listen to that,
Exercise
please.
4. Listening. It was too predictable. Part A. Listen to Casey and Grant talk about things that often happen in movies. Number the parts of a movie in the order they are mentioned.
So, what did you think of the movie?
Well, the acting was good, but I thought it was too predictable.
What do you mean predictable?
I could tell what was going to happen even before it happened on screen. All of these action movies have the same basic story.
I don't think so. What about Star Wars? That movie is totally different from this one.
Well, okay, this movie is set in Washington, D.C., not in space, but the basic formula is the same. First, the main character is introduced, the good guy.
Right. We had Luke Skywalker in Star Wars, and in this one, we have the President of the United States.
Exactly. Then a problem is presented, right? Usually the problem is bad guys who do something wrong, and the good guys have to stop them. That's when the action really starts.
Of course, because it's an action movie.
Right. So, like Luke has to save Princess Leia and fight Darth Vader. Or, like in this movie, the president has to fight enemy soldiers trying to take over the White House.
And then, something bad happens, and it seems like all hope is lost.
Exactly. In this movie, it seemed like the president was winning, but then the bad guys kidnapped his family.
And in Star Wars, Princess Leia's planet was destroyed.
But it's all really just a test of our hero's strength and determination.
Wow. Okay. It really does seem like there are some similarities. So then finally, we get to some good stuff, like the president setting a trap for the enemy soldiers.
Yes, a new plan is put into action. Remember how the Death Star spaceship had one weakness? Luke and the rebels plan to destroy the ship.
And in the end, the bad guy is defeated. Luke destroys the Death Star, Princess Leia is safe, and Darth Vader is spun off into space.
Thank goodness, right? And in this movie, the president's family is saved and the soldiers are sent to jail. It's a feel-good ending.
And that's the most important part.
Okay, did you get it? We're gonna listen second time so you organize them and then we check.
Page 93. Exercise 4. Listening. It was too predictable. Part A. Listen to Casey and Grant talk about things that often happen in movies. Number the parts of a movie in the order they are mentioned.
So, what did you think of the movie?
Well, the acting was good, but I thought it was too predictable.
What do you mean predictable?
I could tell what was going to happen even before it happened on screen. All of these action movies have the same basic story.
I don't think so. What about Star Wars? That movie is totally different from this one.
Well, okay, this movie is set in Washington, D.C., not in space, but the basic formula is the same. First, the main character is introduced, the good guy.
Right. We had Luke Skywalker in Star Wars, and in this one, we have the President of the United States.
Exactly. Then a problem is presented, right? Usually the problem is bad guys who do something wrong, and the good guys have to stop them. That's when the action really starts.
Of course, because it's an action movie.
Right. So, like Luke has to save Princess Leia and fight Darth Vader. Or, like in this movie, the president has to fight enemy soldiers trying to take over the White House.
And then something bad happens, and it seems like all hope is lost.
Exactly. In this movie, it seemed like the president was winning, but then the bad guys kidnapped his family.
And in Star Wars, Princess Leia's planet was destroyed.
But it's all really just a test of our hero's strength and determination.
Wow. Okay. It really does seem like there are some similarities. So then finally, we get to some good stuff, like the president setting a trap for the enemy soldiers.
Yes, a new plan is put into action. Remember how the Death Star spaceship had one weakness? Luke and the rebels plan to destroy the ship.
And in the end, the bad guy is defeated. Luke destroys the Death Star, Princess Leia is safe, and Darth Vader is spun off into space.
Thank goodness, right? And in this movie, the president's family is saved and the soldiers are sent to jail. It's a feel-good ending.
And that's the most important part.
All right. All right, partners, keep on rolling. Okay, good. Which one is number one? Let me see. Mahalalel. Thank you. Which one is number one?
The main character is introduced.
Character. The main character is introduced. All right, thank you. Now, number two, Mr. Cubillas. Which one is number two?
A problem is present. Presented.
Presented. A problem is
Yes.
presented, right? In the passive. Good. Thank you. Let me see. Jacqueline, number three. Which one is number three?
The something bad happens and all hope is lost.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you. Mr. Aquino, which one is number four?
Number 1, 4, 2, 3, and 5.
Yeah, no, which one is number four? Someone said, Mahalalel said the main character is introduced. So then Mr. Cubilla said the problem is presented. Number three, Jacqueline said something bad happens and all hope is lost. Which one is number four?
Number 4, I have number 4 that something bad happening and all hope is lost.
Okay, thank you. Not a problem. It's okay. How about you? Let me see, Connie, what do you have for number four?
A new plan is put into action.
A new plan is put into action. Okay. And let me see. Noe, which one is the last one?
Something bad happened and all hope is lost.
And how about number five? And the last one, which one will be the last one?
A new plan put in action.
Okay. And all right, good. Let's take a look. So number one, the main character is introduced like any like all movies, right? So the main character, like the good guy, is introduced, right? It's will always appear, and then this good guy, good, will have a problem, right? So that's number two. So the problem will be presented to this guy, to the good guy. And then number three, something bad will happen and all hope is lost. That's number three. So then The good guy, has problems, and then he has to show courage and determination, right? You know, to recuperate and do something. Then number four, it's a new plan is put into action. So then after the problems, after something bad happens, you know, the good guys needs to do something, look for a plan and solve the problem. And the last one, the bad guy is defeated and a happy ending. Okay, so that's the order. I don't know if you have experienced that, like the movies, like these guys were talking about, like movies, you know already what's gonna happen.
Yes.
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 Yes, it's predictable.
Yes, it's like there's an old actor, is Anthony Hopkins. Have you heard about him? Yes, right. Of course you have.
Yes.
Anthony Hopkins?
Hannibal
No?
Lecter.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal Lecter. It's
Uh-huh.
a good
Yeah,
actor.
he's a good actor,
Yes.
right? But in all his movies, on in all his movies, uh, I already have an idea. He's acting just by watching a movie. I it's like so predictable. Like for example, he acts in the movies like the good guy, part of the good people, and at the end he ended up being bad and then going to good, and he's always like that. Most of the movies that I have seen is like that. Always, he's a good guy at the beginning, but then at the end he ended up being the bad guy. It's like let me see the this movie that is like a kind of horror movie. What is the name of the Conjure El Conjuro? Did you watch it?
Yes.
Yes. All right. In this movie, he's the good guy. He's the priest, right? He's the one helping to avoid these demons. But at the end, he is the demon. He's the one that is chasing. It's like that. So I have an idea. There's another movie about this Anthony Hopkins, and that he's the let me see, the wolf. I don't know. Did you see it? Wolf. The movie's Wolf. Lobo. Hombre Lobo. The Wolf
No.
Man. No.
No.
No, but it's a very the wolf that he has two sons. He has two sons, but when
I
he
saw it. I saw
uh-huh
it.
when he was
But I,
younger,
I don't remember exactly.
yes, when he was younger, he was like looking for adventures, and then there was like a myth, like a story about like a guy that was living in the mountain, but this guy was like a wolf guy, a wolf man. So then he went to investigate, and he got bitten by this animal. I mean, by this man. But then this Anthony Hopkins, he was a family father, and then he got the virus. So every complete moon, so he turned into a wolf, and he killed the wife, he killed the first son, and only the last son was the one that was surviving. But in the movie, everybody was like, there's a wolf man, someone is killing people, and nobody knew. But he was acting like a good guy, but at the end he was the bad guy. He's always like that. He's so predictable, and he's acting. Yes. And I don't know if you have realized that in some movies, right? In some movies, that's so predictable, all so predictable. Like before, there was like John Clump Van Damme movies. I think you have seen them, right, Mr.
Chuck Norris. Chuck
Chuck
Norris.
Norris, right? Chuck Norris, Mr. Aquino, right?
Oh, sure, yes.
Of course, right? These movies are so
Uh-huh.
predictable. They always have good people, and then they have a problem, and then all hope is lost, and then at the end they do something extraordinary. So then they defeat the bad guy, and they always end up in a good what is in a happy ending, right? There's only one movie. Sorry that I'm talking about this. There's only one. There are some movies that are very not common. That's very strange, right? Like for example, the movie 300. Did you watch it? Sparta, 300,
Yes.
Leonidas, right? That's the only movie
They
that it was different because I thought, okay,
The one
Leonidas
or two?
is no the first one, right? That he's the king, right? He defeated the Persians army, and then he was supposed to survive and be the king, but he was like chopped off. So then that was like not a common ending. Yeah, that's what I saw. Okay, I know it's time, fellas, and what we're gonna do is like we're gonna do it individually. So this is gonna be like a free will. This is gonna be like a free will. Let me see if I'm writing correctly. Free will. What is a free will? Free will?
Like
Like
a libre albedrío.
Libre albedrío, exactly, right? It's gonna be like a
haga
free
lo que
will.
quiera.
Yes, but it's like a, for example, like it you will have to select
Voluntary.
voluntary, like a free will, a libre albedrío, right? That you can choose whatever you want. Um, you will have to select a movie, any movie that you like, whatever movie that you want, and you need to explain it, and you're gonna have time for that for the explanation. You need to like present what is it, the good people, what is the problem, everything that they struggle, and at the end, what is the ending. So basically, you're gonna explain like the introduction, and most importantly, the plot. Plot means like the central idea, the main idea of that movie. And of course, you need to talk about the resolution, which is the ending, how the movie ended up. So when I say free wills, like you can decide whatever you want, but this is gonna be individually. So you can select any movie that you want, and tomorrow is our last day, so you need to explain, and basically you need to have a narrative about that movie. Understand?
Yes.
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 Yes, okay. You can select any kind of movies, right? Like for example, Marcel, if you want to talk about Titanic, more than welcome to do it, right? No problem.
okay.
Okay, good. So Noe, if you want to talk about, for example, what? Frozen, it's okay, no problem.
Annabelle.
Yeah, Annabelle, right? If you want to talk about Frozen, perfect. You're more than welcome to do it. No? Okay.
Okay.
I don't know, something, any movie that you want. For example, Mr. Aquino will talk about Rambo. I don't know, not a problem, sir. Yeah, as long as you tell me about a movie.
Yes.
Yes, okay, good. So thank you, everybody. So then I will see you tomorrow, and tomorrow we finish our these classes, and then we need to wait until the next month. So I hope to see you all tomorrow. So thank you, and that will be your homework for tomorrow. Think about any movie that you have seen, or that's gonna be your homework to watch a movie and tell me about it tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good
Thank you,
goodbye. Have an
teachers.
excellent day.
See you.
See you. Take care.